back to the broadcast. Well, our next three guests created a film all about the lengths some college students will go to in order to raise money to pay their debt. I need to take some notes. I have lots of student loans. Of course, the guys in the film go a little farther than most. Please welcome the director of Believe Me, Will Backey, and the film's writer, Michael B. Allen, and the producer, Alex Carroll. Good morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Well, tell us a little bit about this film. I got to read a synopsis, and I'm intrigued.
And don't break the furniture, please.
And if you do, that's okay, too.
So the movie is about 4 college seniors that start a fake Christian charity, at first just to make money to pay off their tuition. And at this fundraiser event, they get approached by Christopher McDonald, who plays Ken Hopkins in the film, Shooter McGavin, one of our favorites.
Oh, yeah.
They get approached by him, and he asks these guys to become the keynote speakers for a summer-long evangelical tour. So with dollar signs in their eyes, they decide to go on this crazy adventure and pretend to be Christians to make money.
Wow, so it's really kind of, it delves into how gullible people can be when they're searching for something, right? I mean, it sounds like that's a theme that might be in this movie.
Yeah, one of the big themes we explored was the fact that a lot of times, you know, religion's the backdrop for our story, but can apply to a lot of things, politics or just any kind of movement, where the guy with the microphone tends to be the guy you trust without really researching, you know, how credible that source is. So that's one of the big themes we explored.
So what spurred the story?
Well, we'd done 2 films before this. One was called Beware of Christians, and we traveled around the country and talked about our faith in front of audiences, and so that kind of power of platforms kind of spurred this idea, and so these guys started writing the film as we were touring our previous film, and so when we finished, we were just going to make as much money as we could in order to make this feature film. And so some of it was based on experience, and some was just like, we wanted to make a movie like this.
But it sounds like religion is kind of like a hot topic for you guys, you know, and just like you said, sort of the gullibility of people to just kind of follow along with something, sometimes blindly. It sounds like that's kind of a theme.
Yeah, and when we were on tour, that was something we kind of found out. Once you're in the Christian culture for that long, I think it's really easy to misunderstand the difference between the Christian culture and the actual gospel that you believe in.
Yeah.
So one of the things about this movie is they're wrestling with ideas of truth and why do we believe these things, and is it just the culture that I'm more attached to and in love with, or is it the actual gospel? Is it Jesus?
So interesting, and of course, our friend Gary Cogill is one of the co-producers on this movie. Tell us a little bit about the process of making the movie. You guys shot this down in Austin, right?
Yeah, we shot it down in Austin, and Gary Cogill came behind this film. As soon as he read the script, he's like, we have to make this movie.
So
we partnered with them, we raised the money, shot it in Austin, got United Talent Agency behind the film to help us cast it. The whole shooting process, we shot it in Austin in 20 days, never turned off the camera, and just had a great time in Austin shooting it.
Are you pleased with what people are saying so far about it?
Absolutely. It's getting a great response, and I mean, being here is amazing. We've been at it for years now, trying to make this happen, but to see the vision fulfilled is pretty surreal.
That's
so we're
awesome.
excited for Friday.
What do you guys think about this whole notion of crowdfunding now and people reaching out to other people to help pay bills? I mean, I've seen Kickstarter invites for people's 40th birthday parties, paying for kids' cancer treatment, helping someone have a baby. I mean, what do you guys think about this whole thing?
Yeah, I think it's becoming easier as a filmmaker to find people that support the vision that you're going for. And so I know for us, we've cultivated a fan base that have really stuck with us the last few years, that want to be a part of the filmmaking process. And everyone loves movies, everyone loves making them and wants to be a part of them. So I think even in crowdfunding, that's just another avenue for people to get involved and feeling like they, you know, contributed.
I love it. And then you get your copy of your DVD, right? Because you invested in the film, right?
So what's next for you guys? Are you going to stay on this, like a similar topic? Because it's kind of resonating with people, obviously.
Well, our faith's the most important thing to us, so that's why the projects we've done to this point have explored that. And I think in any sense, anything that we pursue, we're going to try to do things that are important, that are really resonating with us, and our faith's important to us, but we're not going to be limited to just one genre.
Right.
You know, we like to say that. So.
Yeah, and I try to keep these guys from writing the next movie because we have to make our money back on this film. There's a lot of people in Dallas watching this that are like, don't let them work on the next project.
It's hard to stop the creativity, though, when it starts, isn't it?
Yeah,
we have some good ideas.
And this isn't exactly, we don't call this a Christian film. We believe Christianity is the backdrop to the movie, but it brings up a lot of topics that everyone relates to, whether you're Christian or religious or not at all. You
and
can kind
that
of
are
find
relevant
yourself.
now.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, I'm intrigued.
Me too.
I sure want to go see this. You can see Believe Me when it opens in theaters this Friday. For showtimes, just head to thebroadcasttv.com and click on today's links. All right, up next on the broadcast, we are going to find out which host can build the best lasagna with the help of our friends at Spaghetti Warehouse. Are we ready for that already?
I'm ready. My veggie
We'll
lasagna with
see.
grilled
Stay
chicken.
tuned.
Yummy.